A single pair of shoes placed in the wrong spot can become the very thief that steals luck and prosperity right inside your home. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But the truth is, many families have faced financial losses, declining health, and constant conflicts, all because of this careless habit. In Feng Shui, shoes are not just items that protect your feet. They also carry and store the energy fields of every place you've walked through. When left in forbidden areas, shoes turn into a magnet for negative energy, blocking the natural flow of abundance right at the very entrance of your home. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 places where you should never keep shoes inside your house because they can quietly disrupt Feng Shui balance, lock away your opportunities for wealth, and even plant the seeds of illness within your family. But I won't just stop at warning you. I'll also show you practical ways to neutralize the problem so that your shoes, the everyday item you often overlook, can actually become part of the positive energy flowing through your home. Before we begin, make sure you hit subscribe so you won't miss out on other life-changing Feng Shui insights. And please drop a comment with a positive affirmation like, "I am cleansing my living space to welcome peace and prosperity." This simple act is how you open a brand new door of energy for yourself today. Part 2. Why do shoes hold bad energy? Shoes are something we use every single day, yet most people don't realize they carry much more energy than we think. In Feng Shui, shoes are not just for protecting your feet. They act like a memory box, absorbing imprints of every place you've been. Every step picks up dust, bacteria, and even invisible energy vibrations from the environment. Think about it. You walk through dusty streets, stressful environments, and even spaces filled with worry, tension, and heavy energy. All of that clings to your shoes, and when you bring them back home and place them carelessly inside, you are literally bringing that negative energy into your living space. Feng Shui teaches that anything in constant contact with the ground tends to attract yin energy, the heavy kind that, if it builds up, slows down the flow of wealth, drains your vitality, and causes disharmony in the household. Even modern science confirms that shoes can carry thousands of types of bacteria. So placing shoes in the wrong spots doesn't just hurt your fortune, it can harm your health as well. More importantly, shoes also reflect personal energy. An old, worn-out pair, or one tied to negative memories, can unconsciously trap heavy emotions, making it harder for you to step into new opportunities. That's why being mindful of where you keep your shoes is an essential step in protecting the purity of your home and creating space for good luck to walk in. Now you understand that every pair of shoes doesn't just hold dirt and bacteria, but also negative energy and vibrations from the places you've walked. So here's the big question. If shoes carry such heavy energy, then where are the absolute worst spots to leave them inside your home? Because just one wrong placement can turn shoes from harmless items into magnets of misfortune, blocking prosperity and directly affecting your family's health. Let's dive into 5 forbidden areas you must avoid, so you don't turn your home into a storage ground for bad energy. 1. The front door, blocking wealth. Right at the entrance. In Feng Shui, the front door is like the mouth of the house. It's where energy flows in, the very pathway that luck, wealth, and opportunities use to enter your living space. That's why your front door must remain bright, clean, and uncluttered, so that positive energy can flow in freely. But many families have the habit of piling up shoes right at the entrance. While it seems harmless, it's actually one of the biggest Feng Shui mistakes. Shoes carry dust, bacteria, and heavy yin energy from the outside world. When dumped at the doorway, they form an invisible barrier that blocks good energy from flowing in, making it difficult for prosperity to enter your home. Picture this. Your front door is meant to be the gateway for wealth, but instead it's blocked by a messy pile of shoes. Just like that, money and opportunities are stopped before they can even step in. Families who live in such environments often struggle with work, face setbacks in business, and even experience constant petty conflicts at home due to the suffocating energy. Even outside Feng Shui, cluttered shoes at the entrance create a poor impression for visitors. Instead of feeling welcomed, they sense disorder and heaviness. This doesn't just harm your family's image, it also affects your own mindset every time you walk in. So here's the simple but powerful solution. Never pile up shoes at your front door. Use a shoe cabinet or rack neatly off to the side, ideally with closed doors to contain bad energy. If your space is limited, at least line them up neatly and clean them often so the entryway stays fresh. This small change alone can open the door to wealth, make your home feel more inviting, and allow positive energy to flow in freely and abundantly. 2. The bedroom. Bringing negative energy into your resting space. The bedroom is the most private and important room in your home. It's where your body rests, your mind rejuvenates, and your relationships are nurtured. That's why bedroom energy must be calm, light, and pure. Yet many people make a common mistake, keeping shoes in the bedroom, or worse, under the bed. In Feng Shui, shoes are considered carriers of heavy yin energy, since they're always in direct contact with the ground. When you bring them into the bedroom, that energy seeps into your resting space, disturbing its natural peace. The result? Restless sleep, poor recovery of energy, and constant fatigue, even after a full night's rest. But it doesn't stop there. Shoes in the bedroom also affect relationships. For couples, the heavy energy they bring can create subtle tension, sparking unnecessary arguments. Over time, this wears down emotional bonds and makes it harder to maintain harmony in your marriage. On a practical level, shoes after a long day are covered in dust and bacteria. Keeping them in the bedroom, the very place where you need the purest air, means you're literally dragging the outside world into your most private space. It's unsanitary, uncomfortable, and disrupts the healing quality of the room. The solution is simple. Never store shoes in the bedroom. Keep them outside or in a closed cabinet. If you absolutely must keep a pair or two inside, make sure they are clean, neatly arranged, and separated from your bed area. This small shift in habit can make a huge difference. With your bedroom free from negative energy, you'll notice deeper sleep, a fresher mind, and a warmer, more harmonious family atmosphere. 3. Sacred space or altar. A major taboo. Every home has a sacred space, whether it's a prayer area, an altar, or simply a place dedicated to spirituality. This spot isn't just for honoring ancestors or connecting with faith. It's also the center that attracts and preserves blessings for the entire household. That's why this area must always remain spotless, serene, and absolutely pure. Placing shoes near an altar or any sacred space is one of the greatest Feng Shui violations. Shoes carry dust, bacteria, and heavy yin energy from the outside world. When they intrude upon a sacred area, they pollute the very energy that requires purity, chasing away blessings and replacing them with unease and spiritual unrest. Think of it this way. An altar represents dignity and purity, while shoes are tied to the ground and low vibrations. When the two are placed side by side, their opposite energies clash. The result? Families lose spiritual protection, face career troubles, financial instability, and constant mental tension. In reality, many people unknowingly place shoes too close to sacred spaces, especially in smaller homes or apartments. But no matter the reason, this is still considered disrespectful, not only harming Feng Shui, but also creating discomfort for everyone in the home. The solution is clear. Keep sacred spaces completely separate from shoes. Maintain them bright, spotless, and clutter-free. If possible, dedicate a quiet corner of your home solely for this purpose, far away from daily items like shoes, so that sacred energy is preserved fully. By respecting this principle, you'll notice a powerful shift. Your home feels lighter, your spirit calmer, and the sense of protection and peace stronger than ever. This is the true power of honoring sacred spaces within your home. 4. The kitchen, draining wealth and spreading illness. In Feng Shui, the kitchen is far more than just a cooking area. It's considered the heart of the home, the place that sustains health, nourishes prosperity, and keeps the household warm with life energy. When kept clean and balanced, the kitchen radiates abundance, peace, and fortune. But the presence of shoes here quickly disrupts that harmony. Shoes carry dirt, bacteria, and heavy yin energy. When left in the kitchen, a space meant for purity and positive energy, they create conflict. In Feng Shui, the kitchen belongs to the fire element, symbolizing life, warmth, and wealth. Shoes tied to low, heavy vibrations weaken this fire energy. The result is financial loss, unstable fortune, and declining family health. Science supports this too. Studies show that shoes can carry thousands of types of bacteria indoors. When stored in the kitchen, those germs can easily transfer to food and cooking utensils. This not only contaminates meals, but also puts your family at risk of illness. Imagine preparing a warm, nourishing dinner for your loved ones, while right beside you sits a pair of dusty, germ-filled shoes. It spoils the appetite, disrupts the family atmosphere, and introduces negative energy into the very place meant to nurture joy. The solution is simple. Never keep shoes in the kitchen. If your home is small, set up a neat shoe cabinet in another area, away from where you cook. And always keep your kitchen bright, clean, and orderly, as this is the best way to sustain positive energy and protect your family's fortune. Just this one change can transform your home. The kitchen feels fresher, family meals become warmer, and most importantly, you open the way for health, abundance, and good luck to enter your household. 5. Under the bed or in dark corners, a dangerous trap for negative energy. Many people trying to save space push shoes under the bed or stash them in dark corners of the home. At first, it seems convenient, but in Feng Shui, this is one of the most harmful habits. The space beneath your bed should always remain open and airy, allowing energy to flow naturally. When airflow is smooth, you enjoy deeper sleep, your spirit recovers, and your body stays strong. But when this space is packed with shoes, filled with dust, bacteria, and heavy yin energy, that flow is blocked. The result? Restless nights, bad dreams, constant fatigue, and declining energy even after hours of sleep. Dark, damp corners of the home work the same way. These areas already attract stagnant yin energy. Adding shoes only thickens the negative vibrations. Over time, this creates a heavy living environment, leading to illness, lethargy, and emotional drain. People who live in such conditions often struggle with focus, lack motivation, and rarely feel truly happy. Science also warns of this risk. Shoes stored in dark, damp areas easily develop mold and bacteria. When kept near your bed, where clean air is essential for rest, they directly affect your respiratory system and overall health. The solution is straightforward. Keep the space under your bed empty and ventilated. If you need extra storage, use clean plastic bins or fabric organizers, but never for shoes. As for dark corners, keep them neat, dry, and let as much light in as possible. By removing shoes from these forbidden spots, you'll immediately feel the difference. Your sleep becomes lighter, your mind more relaxed, and your entire home feels brighter and healthier. This proves that even the smallest habits can decide the peace, health, and prosperity of your whole family. Now that you know the 5 places where shoes must never be kept, you're probably wondering, so where should I keep them? And how do I fix things if I've already made these mistakes? The good news is that every problem has a solution, and the steps are simple, practical, and easy to apply in everyday life. 1. Use a shoe cabinet. Neat and energy safe. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to prevent shoes from disturbing your home's energy is to keep them in a closed shoe cabinet. When stored neatly, the dust and negative energy they carry won't spread throughout your living space. This helps maintain freshness in your home and creates a welcoming feeling every time you walk in. In Feng Shui, tidiness is the foundation of positive energy. A shoe cabinet doesn't just block bad energy, it also promotes order, which brings peace of mind. If possible, choose natural wood cabinets, as wood carries warmth and helps balance energy. Place the cabinet near the entrance, but not directly facing the front door, so that wealth energy can flow in without interruption. This small adjustment transforms shoes from a disturbance into an organized part of your home that protects and nurtures positive energy. 2. Keep shoes clean. A clean pair of shoes not only boosts your confidence outdoors, but also brings positive energy into your home. In Feng Shui, dirty shoes represent stagnant, heavy energy. If left inside for too long, they accumulate negative energy, making your home feel oppressive and heavy. The solution? Clean your shoes regularly. Wipe off dust after use. Air them in sunlight to remove odor and bacteria, or use natural deodorizers. And if a pair is too old, broken, or no longer needed, don't hesitate to let it go. Holding on to such shoes only prolongs negative energy and keeps you tied to the past instead of opening to new opportunities. When your shoes are clean and well kept, they stop being a source of bad energy and instead add neatness, freshness, and lightness to your home. 3. Use salt or herbs to purify energy. Beyond cleanliness and organization, you can refresh your shoes' energy with natural purifiers like salt or herbs. In Feng Shui, sea salt is known to absorb negative energy and neutralize bad vibrations. Simply place a small bowl of salt inside or beneath your shoe cabinet, or sprinkle coarse salt around the shoe area, replacing it once a month. This simple ritual keeps your space fresh. Herbs are another great option. Sage, lavender, or Palo Santo can be burned to cleanse both the shoes and the surrounding area. These herbs don't just remove odors, they release heavy energy and restore spiritual balance. This practice is also familiar in Western traditions, bringing a sense of calm, clarity, and renewal. Through these small rituals, your shoes no longer spread negativity, but instead harmonize with your home's positive energy flow. 4. The outside-inside rule. One of the simplest yet most important rules is this: shoes used outdoors should never be worn inside. It may sound minor, but it makes a huge difference for both feng shui and health. Outdoor shoes carry dirt, germs, and heavy energy. Stepping straight into your home with them means dragging all that negativity inside. Make it a habit to remove shoes at the door and switch to indoor slippers. This not only keeps your home cleaner, but also protects your living space from outside energy. For many families, this ritual also marks the transition from the outside world into the safe, warm space of home. Following this rule safeguards your home's purity, keeps positive energy flowing, and gives you peace of mind every time you return. 5. Keep the entrance bright and welcoming. Your entryway is more than just a daily passage. It's the energy gate of your home. It's the very first place where wealth, luck, and opportunities arrive. If this space is dark, cluttered with messy shoes, or neglected, positive energy struggles to enter, leaving behind heaviness and stagnation. Always keep your entryway bright and clean. Store shoes in a closed cabinet or arrange them neatly to the side. Adding a small plant or a clean doormat enhances the welcoming atmosphere and balances energy. And don't forget to clean this area regularly, removing dust and bad energy. Every time you open your door to a neat, bright entrance, your mind also feels lighter. It's a reminder that you're stepping into a safe, warm space filled with positive energy. 6. Personal energy. Reflected in shoes. Shoes don't just reflect your style, they also carry your personal energy. Every step is part of your journey, and shoes are the companions that store those experiences. Clean, well-kept shoes, placed properly, radiate confidence and positivity, uplifting your daily life. On the other hand, old, worn-out shoes, especially those tied to negative memories, trap heavy emotions. Keeping them is like holding on to unwanted baggage. The best choice is to release them, keeping only the pairs that are useful and make you feel good. When you care for your shoes, you're also caring for yourself. Neat, clean shoes mirror back positive energy, opening new doors of opportunity and attracting good fortune. 7. Build the habit of organization. Keeping shoes organized isn't just about making your home look neat. It's about keeping positive energy flowing freely. A cluttered hallway full of shoes creates stress, while an orderly space instantly brings calm and peace the moment you walk in. Make it a daily habit to put shoes away instead of letting them pile up. This takes just minutes, but makes a huge difference in the home's atmosphere. You can even treat it as a mini ritual to start or end your day, like resetting not only your space, but also your energy. With organized shoes, your home feels brighter, your spirit lighter, and your living space becomes a place you truly want to return to. That is the power of small but consistent habits. All these Feng Shui solutions for shoes aren't just little tricks. They're a way to restore balance within your home. When shoes are kept tidy, clean, regularly purified, and placed correctly, your home becomes a space overflowing with good energy. Remember, outer order reflects inner peace. A neat home calms the mind, clears the path for wealth, health, and prosperity, and makes life flow more smoothly, full of fresh opportunities. Never underestimate the power of shoes in your home. They may seem like ordinary, everyday items, but when placed in the wrong spots, they become silent thieves, stealing luck, disrupting harmony, and even sowing illness in your family. A blocked front door, a disturbed bedroom, a polluted sacred space, a contaminated kitchen, and negative energy under your bed, all of this can start with just one careless habit. This is not just about tidiness, it's about destiny. A truly prosperous home is one where every corner is cared for, and shoes, the symbol of your journey, must be placed wisely so they no longer block the flow of positive energy. Take action today. Reorganize your shoes, cleanse bad energy, and open the gateway for wealth and health to enter. Don't let neglect cost you peace and prosperity. Before we close, be sure to hit subscribe so you can continue discovering more powerful Feng Shui secrets. And leave a comment with a positive affirmation like, "I am releasing negative energy and opening the way for good fortune to flow in." That simple commitment is the first step toward a new chapter, filled with abundance, harmony, and peace.